What's up, guys? It is SportsTime1 here. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos. I have been very busy, and I still am, but I have found time to make a video. This video is going to be a sit-down video, mainly talking about Detroit sports, Michigan sports, like Michigan only, and Detroit sports. So let's start off with what happened yesterday with the Pistons. I was really looking forward to the start of the season. With the addition of Derrick Rose, and I thought that, healthy Blake and Reggie Jackson, and I really thought that we were going to come out swinging, and, well, we did the first game. We came back to win it. We started 1-0. I was like, all right, good start. And then, I don't know what the hell happened. We haven't beaten a single other team other than the Pacers twice. We just lost against the Bulls last night, 112-106. That was a good game, except for our three-point shooting was atrocious. Atrocious. Yeah, atrocious. Yeah, alright, now I can't really speak right now. Anyway, but yeah, our three-point shooting was just horrible. Other than that, we played a good game, and it was all because of Derrick Rose. We wouldn't have been 6 points off if Derrick Rose didn't have the night he did. Derrick Rose continues to show out. As a Pistons fan, I don't think we don't deserve Derrick Rose, but I'm glad he's on the team. It is November, so early November was when Blake was supposed to come back. He started to take shots up in practice, so hopefully he can come back soon. And we need him. We seriously do. Looking at the Pistons schedule, they got the Nets tonight at home. Although the Nets are way better than the Bulls, and we lost against the Bulls, so I'm expecting we're going to lose tonight. But you never know. We're both teams coming off a back-to-back. Although the Nets are coming off a win, we're coming off a loss. And then Monday we got the Wizards away, and then we're home against the Knicks on Wednesday. Those two games are winnable. And then on Friday we're back against the Pacers, which we seem to beat. So hopefully we can go 3-1 in those next 4 games. That would be good. And then hopefully by the Timberwolves game, Blake will be back, because that'll be March 11th. Not March 11th, November 11th. But like I said, I was really looking forward to the Pistons season. I was. And now we continue to turn the ball over. We need to play Svi Mykhailiuk more. Yeah, he played in garbage minutes against Toronto when we were done, but you still have to shoot the ball and still have to make it, and he made everything he shot up, except for one, which was an air ball, but he never caught rim. But yeah, we need to play him more. We need to play him more, because that kid can shoot. It's just he only gets his opportunity when it's garbage time. Seriously, give him a shot. He can make shots. Coach Casey needs to switch up the starting lineup. Luke needs to get out. No offense to Luke, but he is just better off the bench. He's better coming off the bench. He's just not good starting. As much as I hate to say it, we need Bruce Brown in this shooting guard. Only for defense. Then starting, well, once Reggie Jackson comes back, Reggie Jackson, but I guess we can keep with Tim Frazier, because Derrick Rose also comes off the bench. Because we need Derrick Rose and Luke, also known as Guns N' Roses, coming off the bench. We need to start Christian Wood in the small forward position. And when Blake comes back, Blake will automatically go to the power forward, but Christian Wood needs to go to the small forward. I think when everybody's healthy again, our starting lineup should be Reggie Jackson, Bruce Brown, Christian Wood, Blake Griffin, and Andre Drummond. That's a good starting lineup. And then our second team should be Derrick Rose, Luke Kennard, Svi Mykhailiuk, Tony Snell, and Thon Maker. That's a good second string. And then Tim Frazier, get him in there when people get tired and all that. But I think that'd be a good rotation. And what does it hurt? We're 2-5. We've only played 7 games. Yeah, well, we have only played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6 games. We're 2-4. It's still early, but we need to figure our shit out. Or else we're gonna play ourselves out of the playoff race before January even comes around. Because the way we're playing, I don't see us winning more than 20 games. But I don't know. Maybe we can get our shit together. I don't know. Maybe November will be a good November for us. Alright, enough with the Pistons talk. Although, I'll say one more thing. By the trade deadline, we need to go after D'Angelo Russell. Whatever it takes. Because the Warriors are done. They just lost Steph for 3 months, and they're not playing well. So they're maybe looking up to rebuild. We need to open up our trade talks and go after D'Angelo Russell. He's 23, and he's already a proven star. I'd give up Reggie Jackson. I know I was just praising him, but Reggie Jackson, Svi Mikhailuk, and a second rounder or a first rounder for D'Angelo Russell. He can help our team right now, and we need it. Alright. Done with the Pistons. Next will be the Detroit Lions. I have their schedule right here. Well, again, I was looking forward to most of Detroit sports. I mean, the Red Wings and the not Tigers because they suck right now, but they're rebuilding. The Red Wings, the Pistons, and the Lions. I was really looking forward to those three because I was really expecting them to be really good. And the Lions, they're a better team than the record shows. 3-3-1. They should be. Okay, we should have beaten the Arizona Cardinals. We should have. But other than that, we should be 4-1-1. Because we played terrible. We lost against Minnesota. But the refs screwed us against Green Bay. Same with Kansas City. We should have won both of those games. But, a couple refs calls and we lost the game. Actually, we should be 5-1-1 because we also beat the Giants. I forgot about that. We play Oakland tomorrow. That's a game we should win. Oakland is actually the favorite to win by 2. And they have a 56% chance of winning. Just because they're probably against their home team. If it was the Lions, they'd probably be there. They'd be, But many people are calling the Lions out. They're done. I don't see that. With the schedule we have, we can go on a run. So far, we've beaten the Giants. And we can beat Oakland and Chicago. Because Chicago is right now a dumpster fire. They cannot beat anybody. And then we're home against Dallas. And I don't know what the hell is wrong with Dallas. I mean, Dallas, we should be able to beat Dallas. And then we go to Washington. Washington is also another dumpster fire team. More dumpster fire than the Chicago Bears. I almost said the Bulls. And then we're home against Chicago again. We should be able to beat them. Now, this may be a tough game. We go to Minnesota. We didn't fare well against Minnesota at home, but who knows? Maybe we come in hot and take Minnesota down. And then we're home against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is also a not good team. We should be able to win that game. Then we go to Denver. Denver, they're a good team, but they're a bad team, if you understand. So we should be able to beat that. And then is the revenge game. Last game, Week 17, home against Green Bay. I hope we come out firing, because we should have beaten them at Lambeau. But the refs screwed us. Like they always do. But looking at that remainder of the schedule, I see us winning every game but that at Minnesota game. That game we could lose. Other than that, we should be able to win every single game. And if we do that, let's see. We're 3-3-1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 4-1. I think that would be enough to either win a division or sneak into the wild card spot. I know sneaking into the wild card spot isn't what we want. And that's saying, oh yeah, sneak in and lose first round. But if we sneak in with that schedule and that, coming in, like winning 8 out of our last 9 games, we're hot. So we should. I'm not saying we're out of it yet. And yes, we still have to play each game. Yes, we're still professional teams. But looking at that schedule, we should be able to go on a run. And it starts last week. I heard they're working on Jay Ajayi. That'd be a good addition, even though he's not the same running back as he once was. Because with Kerryon Johnson out, but Kenny Galladay is balling. Kenny Galladay is balling. So is Stafford. Marvin Jones is quietly racking up yards and touchdowns. Danny Amendola has been the biggest surprise. I actually thought I was happy with the addition this offseason, but I knew he couldn't stay healthy. And yes, with that one injury, he was out for 2 games. Other than that, he's been really productive. And I knew our first round pick, Hawkinson, I knew he was going to be good. And he is. But we need to give him the ball more. We do. I mean, we need to get him the ball more. He's an explosive tight end. Same with Jesse James. But our defense really needs to get up. We need to start pass rushing. We need to start getting to the quarterback, pressuring him. Because all the games we've played, and even in the Kansas City and the Green Bay game, yes, we should have won that game. But we gave Patrick Mahomes too much time to throw. And same with Aaron Rodgers. And when both of those quarterbacks, even any quarterback in the NFL, but I'm just saying those 2 quarterbacks alone, if you give them the time they need to pass the ball, they will kill you. And, that's what happened in Arizona. We went to prevent defense, but we gave Kyler Murray enough time, and look what he did. He torched our defense in the 4th quarter and came back to tie the game, and that's ended up being a tie, 27-all. And Kyler Murray, okay, yes, he's going to be a star in this league, but he's not a star yet. He's a good rookie, but he's not a star yet. We made him look like a star. We made him look like an MVP in the 4th quarter. Now, our defense did step up in the second game. It was a low-scoring game, 13-10 against the Chargers. But then we're back to Philadelphia. Yes, we pass rushed good in that game, but we also gave Carson Wentz enough time, and that's how we got to be able to keep the game close. But we ended up winning, fortunately. But then we Kansas City and Green Bay. Our pass rushing was just non-existent. And we've given Patrick Mahomes too much time, and he torched us. Over 300 yards passing. Yes, we kept them out of the end zone. We gave Patrick Mahomes no passing touchdowns, but still, they were able to move the ball efficiently pretty much every time they touched the ball. Same with Green Bay. Now, yes, there were some calls that if it went our way, we would have won the game. But still, same with Minnesota. I mean, that was just terrible. I mean, every time Minnesota touched the ball, it seemed they scored. Now, I think we did better against the Giants. And yes, the score was closer than it says. But pass rushing was good that game. But now, we need to keep that going. We need to start pressuring the quarterback. Our next quarterback is Derek Carr. Don't give him enough time. Then Chicago, Mitchell Trubisky. Then Dak Prescott. Then Dwayne Haskins. And you get the idea. We need to start pressuring the quarterback. Because if we can start pressuring the quarterback, I guarantee our defense will become better. But it starts with pass rushing. Now it kind of hurts. J.C. Walker's hurt. I'm hoping this is only a 1-game thing and he'll be coming back next week. But I really wish we traded for a pass rusher by the trade deadline. But it is what it is. The Lions don't usually make trades. But this team is different this year. Our record doesn't show it, but we are. We're a good team. We're not a great team yet, but we are a good team. And, if we make the playoffs, I know I'm a Lions fan, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make a run and prove us wrong. Because this team can do it. And once you make the playoffs, the season starts anew. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter how you got there. You're in the postseason, and whatever happens, happens. So, right now, we're not in the driver's seat, but we're in the passenger seat. What that means is we're not in, but we're not out. If we can, by week 14, when we go to Minnesota, we need to be on a 6-game winning streak. If we can do that, we'll be in the driver's seat. But it starts with a win against Oakland. Take it one game at a time. Alright. The Red Wings, I'm not really going to make a bet. They suck. They started out great, 3-1, and now they can't seem to win a game. So, I'm not really much of a hockey fan. I'll watch it, but I don't know really much about hockey. I don't know much about the players. All I know is they suck, and they need to turn it around fast, or their season's going to be done by December. Okay. That's the gist of my sports talk. Back to the Pistons. Like I said, they need to trade for D'Angelo Russell. They need to try that. They need to start making trades at the trade deadline, by the trade deadline in January. But when people can start opening up to big trades, we need to go for, big name players. I'm not saying trade for LeBron James or Kyrie Irving. But when openings open up, we need to take advantage. And with Steph Curry leaving with an injury, it seems like to me that the Warriors are going to start rebuilding. Because they only have Draymond Green. I mean, Clay's still injured. Steph's now injured. They don't have Boogie anymore. Neither Durant. So they just got these young guys. And I think they're going to start rebuilding. And yes, D'Angelo Russell is a young guy and they can be built. But D'Angelo Russell is so worth much that they may try to, build through the draft. And D'Angelo Russell can get you at least one first-round draft pick. Maybe two, if teams are desperate. And the Pistons need to be one of those teams. Now, I'm not saying this team isn't good. They are. But they haven't shown it yet. And then Michigan. I forgot to talk about them, didn't I? They play today at noon against Maryland. They're 6-2. They need to run the table if they have any hope of making the Big Ten championship. And, hope. I mean, 2 losses. And Ohio State and Penn State in their division. And they've already lost against Penn State. Penn State needs to lose 3 times. And we need to beat Ohio State. But I just don't see that happening. Jim Harbaugh needs to go. He does. We need a new coach. I mean, Jim Harbaugh was brought in, 2014? I can't remember when he was brought in, but it was a long time ago. He was brought in to win the big games, like Ohio State. Hasn't done that yet. He's beat Michigan State twice. But in other big games, like Penn State, or, Wisconsin, like these big games, he hasn't pulled through any years. It's time for him to go. It's really time for him to go. I don't really know what much to say. Michigan will get a bowl game, but they won't make the playoffs. They're not making the Big Ten championship. And Michigan was one of the teams that was expected to do that this year. At least make the Big Ten championship. And they did. Well, better luck next year, but I think Michigan fans are tired of saying that. As a Lions fan, I know what you mean. We can't just keep saying every season, better luck next year. When is it going to change? When is it going to be? It's this year. We're finally doing it this year. That's when Jim Harbaugh leaves. We're bringing in a new coach. New atmosphere. Hell. Go after Urban Meyer. I mean, yes, he was the head coach of the Buckeyes, but still. He was successful. Go after Urban Meyer. Try. Just try it. But the life as a Michigan sports fan is not fun. I mean, you got Michigan Wolverines. I'm not a State fan, but I'm a Michigan Wolverine. Um, then you got the Lions, who are never good. They can. I mean, okay, I know they're good this year, but they never do anything. Never. And when is it going to happen for them? The Pistons, they seem to be good every year, and then at the start of the year, then crumble. Same with the Red Wings, I guess, and the Tigers. Well, I'm hoping they can compete in the next few years. Their prospects are really starting to, mature and grow. I don't know if it'll be next year, but I think the year after next year we'll start competing again. But it could happen next year. We never know. I mean, it can't be worse than this year. Yeah. For the Lions and the Michigan Wolverines, they need to win out. Lions can afford one loss, and that could come in Minnesota. But other than that, they need to win out. Same with the Michigan Wolverines. They can't afford a loss. Michigan can, but the Lions can. And the Pistons, they need to get their shit together. Excuse my French, but they need to get their shit together. I mean, because you're not going to play the Pacers all season. They'll be nice, because that's the only team we seem to beat. But, I mean, we should have beaten the Hawks. Yes, they're good this year. But last year, they were bad. Same with the Bulls. Those teams we were supposed to beat. Toronto, I expected a loss, and yeah, we got it. And who else did we lose to? We lost against one other team. I can't remember what it was. Which one it was. Well, Google. But yeah, I get, okay, I understand that Trae Young was making everything a shot up, but still, they're the Hawks. They're projected to, go, I think, like 22 and 60 or something like that. Same with the Bulls. Those teams we were supposed to beat. 76ers, that was it. But we actually played good that game. We lost by what? 6? But Joel Embiid didn't play. And we still lost. Like I said, our schedule coming up, we got the Nets next. That's a tongue twister. The Wizards, the Knicks, Pacers, Timberwolves, Heat, Hornets, Bulls again, the Hawks again, Bucks, Magic. I'm not going to say the whole schedule, but those are the next few games coming up. We should beat the Wizards. We should beat the Knicks. We should beat the Pacers. Timberwolves, that might be a good game, but we should beat them. We could lose the Heat because of that, Nunn guy? He's been really good. Then the Hornets. We should be able to beat the Hornets. Then the Bulls. I know I said we should be able to beat the Bulls, but we didn't beat them yesterday. But we should be able to beat them, I guess. The Hawks, again, we should be able to beat, although we lost against them. The Bucks, we will probably lose. Magic, we should win. Then again, Hornets, we should win. Why would we play Hornets on a back-to-back? Okay, not back-to-back nights, but back-to-back games. But yeah, and then it goes into December. But that's November. We need to have a good November. We really do. And when Blake comes back, who knows how good our team will be. Or how bad our team will be. I mean, we're all saying can't wait till Blake comes back, but that's no promises that once Blake comes back, our problems are solved and we're going to win every single game. We could still suck with him in the lineup. I mean, you never know. But I think Blake will come back and he will help us. We will be a better team with Blake. Well, that's about it. Maybe I'll do another one of these in December when both teams had a chance to play and all that, and I can update you on how the Lions did. I mean, you probably already know, but you'll get my reaction. Same with the Pistons, how they did in November. And if the Red Wings become better, I'll maybe talk a little bit more about them. But the only thing about the Red Wings is they suck and they need to turn around. They're going to be done by December. So I want to say thank you for watching. Being a sports fan is hard, but it's still really fun to be a sports fan. My next video should be my QB1. I'll start doing that up again. Maybe not be today, but it could be tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on when I have time to do it. Drop a like, drop a subscription if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all in the next video. This is Sports Fan 1. Peace out, y'all.